Well, welcome to Healthy Culture Reggae Show interview. We have a new experience, new conversation with a great artist, JahMali. Give thanks, brother, for stay here. How are you?
Blessed Selector Marvin the Selector.
Yeah, man. Thank you for all the vibes. So I
Pleasure's
want,
mine.
yeah, man. Good to know.
Yeah,
So I
man.
wanna I wanna know some things about you, your career, like a musician, like an artist, and like a messenger, of reggae music, of the spread the real message.
Yes.
First, I want to start with this question. Tell us about your beginnings. As a person, your childhood sign. We know that you are from Jamaica, so we want to know something about your first
Ha,
step in your life.
ha. Grew up. I grew up. I used to have a brother who was a DJ back in the day. In the late 70s, early 80s,
Great.
when before Yellow Man and Super Cat and all of those cats, before they busted on the scene. He was the man. His name was Sad Sack.
Satsa.
Yeah, Sad Sack. And he was really a lyrical genius. I remember he used to hand me his notebook. That is like a thick notebook like this.
Oh, great.
He used to hand me his notebook to write lyrics. Yeah. So, and I remember my father was a farmer, worked at the aluminum company called Alcoa in Jamaica. And I remember a lot of times, while we're in the field, he was an elder brother of mine. This brother me I tell about. So a lot of times while we're in the field on my father's farm, he would have, people we don't know. The first time we're seeing motor cars like Volvo.
Oh,
We
interesting.
drive up, and come for my bigger brother. They're going to the dance. Now my father would be in the farm on the weekends and a Saturday like today. So it was nothing that us as boys enjoyed.
Right. Good to know. Play
So yeah, we
very
didn't we
close to
didn't enjoy it.
to
Yeah,
the nature.
because our father would have us in the field, all day sometimes.
Good. You born in the 73, right?
Yes.
Oh,
So
great. So I want to know when you start with the music. I know that you have your brother that stay, inside the music. So when
yeah.
you choose, okay, I wanna sing. I
Yeah.
wanna
Well,
spread
I
my
start
message.
I start that I was just telling you that was my first introduction to. I didn't even understand. I was just amazed that he was known out there, but myself, although I didn't understand it, I kind of I didn't understand that part of it where he left and went out there to go and do his thing. But I understand that it had to do something to do with the fact that he could play his guitar, because my father played the guitar and the
Great.
accordion, which he taught my bigger brothers to do. I was the younger one, so I couldn't even hold the instrument at the time. But my father and my mother were instrumental in the church. They were kind of attend church religiously, and we would do home sing-alongs.
Great.
The home.
It's a family,
Yes,
it's a musician
yes,
generation.
yes, exactly.
Oh,
So,
good.
I grew up singing in the church. Didn't I? Let me say it this way: I didn't know that. I never know someone could have sing. You understand? It's not something that I thought about as, oh yes, I could sing, because everybody, when we go to church, my first introduction to singing in church was singing as part of a group in the choir, in the youth choir.
Yeah, man.
And yes, we didn't have any lead parts until probably I was in my mid-teens before I got lead parts. But people would tell me that times that I can sing, and I didn't know the difference because I thought everybody could sing.
Yeah, man. Too much artists start in the church in Jamaica. It's very similar.
Well, I said, yeah, that's true. And then a few of them make it out, to become stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jamaican people are really, we use music to do everything, So, and most of us can carry a tune. Carry a tune doesn't mean you necessarily can sing. So my earliest memories of me singing was me and my little sister, I remember us singing some church songs and popular songs. One of the songs that I remember, I probably was much older at the time, but it was my sister's favorite song,
Great.
Who was a song by Rod Stewart, I think.
I know about Rivers of Babylon, this kind of songs in this.
Yes. But so yeah, we used to sing with my brother. Look, I have a brother that followed me.
Yeah.
And not know that I follow. He's now a chef, It's like everybody, in my family could sing. So this is why, growing up, I didn't take it,
bringing the blood,
like it was anything special, All my sisters could sing, my brothers could sing, my mother can sing, my father can sing. They all could, so we used to sing together as a family unit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good experience, Great.
So I didn't grow up thinking that it was a special thing, I used to think that's what all families do.
Great. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's naturally, It's
naturally, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Great.
It wasn't until later that I started, going into the different, spaces, dance spaces, and my friends around me were doing the same thing, like trying to, hold a little vibe on the mic and so on. And, my first time doing that and saw the response from everybody, that's when I said to myself, oh, they really like it like that. I didn't know, because all this time I was doing it in the church, and you don't really get applause or, gunshots or, forward, what we call forward.
Yeah, man.
Forward means pull up, means come again.
Yeah, you choose other way.
Yeah, we didn't get that in the church. So it was a really new experience to me,
Great. So I want to know, then you released your first album, right? You have that connection with reggae artists. The first connection, with King James, I learned before, and other kind of producers and musicians that you connect and spread your message in the reggae world, right?
Yeah, well, that
Penthouse,
I was from,
right?
Huh?
Penthouse was the first label, right?
No. Penthouse came about when by the time I started working with Penthouse. I already do like over 10 years in the business.
Yeah, man.
because I started going to studio when I was 14 years old.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Interesting. You don't read in the web this kind of information.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly. I started going to the studio when I was 14. So all the way up, you know, I was still going to school. I was still doing my studies, still, you know. I hear, you know, artists nowadays talking about, you know, juggling their career and going to school as though it's something hard. And I remember doing both of those, you know, right up to college, you
Education and
know.
music. Education and music.
Yes, my education and music. And on all my off time, on the weekends, I go in the studio. During the week when I have nothing to do, I'm in the studio. So
yeah,
it's not so it's something that well never really left me, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So
Good. And you work with great legends of Jamaican music, for example, China Smith, right? Sly and Robbie.
Sly and Robbie,
Who
yeah.
was the experience with this kind of artists? And you was young in these years, right? How
Yeah.
you feeling in rec, you know, recording music with these great artists of the, you know,
It was a
70s, 80s.
yeah. It was a great experience, man.
Yeah, man.
It was a great experience to be admired and to be told that you don't need that you have a, you know, a great set of pipes, you know, and you don't really need to, you don't need vocal training. And man like Earl China Smith and Sly and Robbie, they would, Sly especially would tell me all the time, youth, you sound good. You don't need to, you know. I remember one time my manager, by the time I, you know, came of age, I had my manager, she took me, I don't know what she was thinking, but she took me to this vocal trainer, and the vocal trainer gave her back her money and be like, yo, this man doesn't need training, he already can sing.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
so
The
he yeah, she's like he's a natural. So I remember hearing those things from Sly and Sly, from Sly and Robbie, from Earl China Smith.
Hey, Aston Barrett, you're right. You worked with Aston Barrett too?
Yes, earlier on, one of my first compilation of music was done with Family Man and yeah, man, and Bubbler, Wall, great keyboard player. Who else was there again? Sticky Thompson. My first, because those times, you know, when they were still around, they were still recording with up and coming artists, and it was a time when dancehall was very vibrant and strong. And there were a few,
in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s, in the early 90s. And there was a few real reggae artists who came in, who had that vision to do straight reggae, roots reggae.
Right.
So yeah, I remember my first 5 songs that I did at Tough Gang Studio. It was with yeah, man. It was with Family Man Barrett, you know.
Where you connect with them in Jamaica, in some record studio, or in which place?
Oh, you mean? How do you mean?
With Aston, for example, when you know in some record studio?
It was a Tough Gang. You know, Jamaica is a small place, and once you're in the city of Kingston, where all the musicians are, and they live all over the island. They just come to the city to work.
Yeah, good. I was one time in Jamaica
Right, in Kingston, right?
in Kingston, and in for we go for Rebel Salute with a Hot 78 radio.
Wow.
And we stay in the Elijah Prophet house, and Elijah is now here in Costa Rica.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So I love that experience, you know, knowing
Yeah,
this
man.
kind of culture. And
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How long ago was that?
Approximately one more month, Elijah, in Costa Rica.
No. How long was you in Jamaica, Rebel Salute?
12 days. It's a little time, 12 days.
Yeah, but which year?
The last Rebel Salute 2020.
20.
20, yeah.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Same, 2 years ago.
Yeah, a great experience, you know, media, take videos, photos for
yeah, man.
the Costa Rica people. You know, Costa Rica people love reggae music and Jamaican music, right?
Yes, sir. Well, they love it. I hope they will, you know, go out and they will get this new album that I'm putting out, you know, coming
Great.
soon. You know?
Soon you have
yes.
You're going to release a new album?
Yes.
Oh,
you're not on you're not on my you're not on my you're not on my Instagram friend list. You're not on Instagram.
Oh, great. Yeah, for sure. So
how come you don't follow me on Instagram?
I think that yes.
Yeah.
So I don't see about a new release. So all the people who listen this interview, stay tuned with a new album of
JahMali. because it's all being advertised on Instagram, on my Facebook page also.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But on Instagram.
Okay, in Instagram, for all the people, you can the real JahMali.
Real _ JahMali. So the three words, the real JahMali, but with underscore between each word.
Sorry, en Spanish. Para toda la gente, el Instagram de JahMali sería _real_JahMali. Ahí están todas sus publicaciones más recientes, lo que viene, así que positivos.
Yes,
so,
yes, sir.
So I want to know that for other album that you do with a Spanish producer, right? Reggae,
yeah, man.
Is one of my, you know, El Shaddai is in Costa Rica is a hit. I don't know.
Right.
El Shaddai.
El Shaddai. I remix El Shaddai will be coming out on this new album.
And you have a remix with Excoliva, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We
remix
have to,
El Shaddai.
Okay, the third version is coming.
Excoliva.
Remember, El Shaddai Excoliva remix.
Yeah. No? Yeah, that was not a remix though. That was just him.
Okay, they sung.
They just put him
over the song. Okay.
Yeah, over the song.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. So the next remix, El Shaddai, is coming.
Yes.
So I want to know about who was the experience who, you know, recording with European people with a great label like you know, Reggae Lamb Productions. I don't know, but
it was a great
one of my favorite songs staying in that album.
Which one?
Worst Criminal.
Worst Criminal.
Where I Open, the name of the album.
Selector Man.
I don't remember the other name. It's a Couragely. What is the name? One word. Let me see.
One word.
Courageously.
Yeah, yes.
Another of my favorite is Ancestors.
Ancestors.
It's one of my favorite albums. You know, the first time that I listened your music, it was for El Shaddai.
Yeah.
So I know about more your music with this Reggae Lamb Productions album.
Yes, I don't know what happened to Reggae Land. They just fell off. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know,
you know,
too much time then they know
yeah,
this new production.
it was a good experience, but they never go all the way to promote the album. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But as soon as it dropped, I not hear from them anymore.
Yeah. So in the history, it's a great album for the history of reggae music.
Yeah, man.
For me.
Yeah, man. Well, this one's that's coming up is going to be a milestone. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, you are in US now, right?
Florida, to be exact.
Florida? Okay, you record the new album in Florida or
in Florida and Jamaica.
Florida and
in Jamaica and Florida.
Ah, great. So
I am back and forth.
Oh, great.
Yes.
I want to know other thing about you. Who was the experience in different countries or festival that you have with the music?
Man, listen, you name it. I've been there since the 90s. I used to travel. I used to tour with Buju Banton. So
you have a song, right?
Yes, exactly. So you know, he's a superstar in his own right. You know, we toured all over the world. You know.
Yeah, man. In the 97, right? You do that
straight to 2000. Yes.
2000. Okay, great.
Yes. So we were toured all over the world.
Great.
You know.
So
yeah, man. It was a great experience. You know, great learning lesson.
And which part did you stay?
In which parish?
In which countries?
How you mean stay?
In which country you been? Have you been?
All over the world, man. I think the only place we haven't been on that tour is in Asia.
Great, good.
And Asia and certain parts of the Middle East we haven't been while touring, but everywhere else in the world.
Oh, good.
In Europe, all the countries in Europe, all the countries in the States in America, all the countries in the Caribbean.
Right.
You know, Africa.
The good things of reggae music.
Yeah, man. So
so I want to know, this is a different question. What do you want transmit by the reggae music? What of the special mission, you know, for all the listeners? What do you want to express?
Well, everyone know that reggae music is the people's music, and it is the only music, it's the only genre of music that fights the power.
Yeah, man.
You understand? You know, fight the power.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know, the powers that be.
Resistance.
The resistance is revolution music.
Yeah, man.
But it's also a music that spreads peace and love and understanding amongst man and man, you know. It's also a Black empowerment music. So, you know, or subjugated, marginalized, ostracized, oppressed people's music, you know. Yeah, whatever your issue may be with the powers that be, reggae music fits right in, and it continues to be one of the most powerful music that has never been supported by the bigwigs. So yes, the mission in reggae music, especially as a Rasta man, and what we stand for, you know, to see that, you know, those who have forgotten may be reminded, you know, the blind be led and the infants, and, you know, be fed, and the aged be nurtured. So may I say, you know, so it's all about, you know, spreading peace and love same way, and getting man and man to say the mission here is to first know yourself, you know. Man, know thyself, you know. Yeah, because man, when you know yourself first, you know, then you're able to work out the differences between you and another human being, you know.
With the other brothers and sisters.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
Excellent
So
message.
that's what the music is about, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for the answer. It's an excellent answer.
Thank you,
So
man.
so JahMali, the last question, which artist influenced by JahMali? You told me in the beginnings of the interview, Yellow Man, all the cats, you know.
Yeah.
So if you wanna comment other artists that are influenced by you, so we
That are other artists that influence me.
yeah.
Well, you know, there's a speech that His Majesty give, and I don't know how relevant this is, but I think it is quite. I'm trying to use similes here, you know, and inferences, you know, to say, he said that there's a difference between being spiritual and being religious. You see what I say? Because religion is a set of rules, you know, that's supposed to teach you to grow spiritually. But then there is a man who is just naturally born spiritual.
Yeah, you're right.
You understand?
Yeah,
he doesn't have to be taught because he was naturally born that way. So it's like me. I was naturally born a singer that even though I could sing, I didn't know I could sing. I thought everybody could sing. And that's how you know I was natural. Okay, but
we got it. Yeah.
You got what I say?
Yeah.
So to say I was influenced by any singer would be, it's not a bad thing to be influenced or to be inspired, and you aspire to be like that or this or that person. And for artists, for a lot of artists in the game, there's this great man behind you, Dennis Brown.
Yeah, man.
You know, and you know, a lot of artists has been inspired by him, so much so that they come singing just like him, sounding like him, until they found their own style. There's a few artists I could name who, when they started out, that they were so influenced by Dennis Brown that you could hear him. Your Richie Stevens, your what's his name? Well, we got George Nooks, your Lucianos, you know.
Yeah.
Several artists were influenced by Dennis Brown, and but myself, I would say, if anything, I was influenced by the sweet sounds of man like Cocotte and Barris Hammond. You get what I'm saying? But not so much influence because I heard them. I could tell the difference since I was young.
Yeah.
The difference between those singers and singers like Dennis Brown, man like Burning Spear or Culture, Joseph Hill, you know, I could tell that everybody had their own style. So since I was young, since I started, so I knew right away that I must somewhere within me lies my own style.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you understand?
Yeah.
So
each artist have their
own,
you know?
Yeah.
Each artist. In voice, in message, in productions, you know, different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you have the artists who are influenced by another artist, and they will sound like them. You get what I'm saying? In every way. And this is why I had my own style, because I didn't try to sound like anybody. I didn't even try. I was just singing.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying? And I ended up having my own style because I was writing my own songs since I was a teenager. So I got familiar with my own cadences, my own, you know, resonance, you know, the way I put myself across.
Yeah.
I express myself. I got used to it from early. So it wasn't hard for me to find my own style, you know?
Yeah, interesting. I work with the boys. I am a speech pathologist here in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So I work with the voice, you know.
With the voice.
To read how you
Project
your
Yes.
voice, how you take your rest times, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting area.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a very interesting dynamic. And when you know those things also, as a singer, is like you as a speech therapist, you have to train people to see themselves in the role.
Yeah, man.
In the part that they're playing.
Yeah.
How they express themselves. They have to see themselves doing it. Yeah. For it to come across as believable and real.
Real, right.
No
force.
And that is how I see myself when I'm,
no force, you know, the voice.
No force, exactly. No force, just most naturally. And that's how I see myself when I write my songs. And when I'm singing, I see myself in front of an audience performing the song and expressing what I'm saying to them. And this is why if you listen to my song, except all my songs, there are certain songs from just in the 90s that there's just a few songs that you will hear that all the verses sound alike. Ever since the 90s, El Shaddai, and after that, if you listen to Reggae Land's album, for instance.
Yeah, different, yeah.
Each verse will have a different melody.
Yeah, it's true.
It's few songs, it's few of them carries the same melody according to, you know, how the punchline or the chorus is made up. If not, you know,
for the memory of the people, you know.
Yes. So you keep the interest of the listener, right, when you convey it differently each time, you know.
Yeah, man.
And that's what I've been training myself to do for a long time until I mastered it.
Yeah, you did and do a great work with all the music that you released.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Well,
I really appreciate
if you think so, then well, listen out for this new album entitled Pleasant Place.
Okay, what date is released?
In this, I'm planning for this this quarter of the year.
Okay, great.
Yeah, here in spring, you know.
Okay,
2022 soon.
New album JahMali.
Yes.
Okay. Stay tuned, all the people. Estén atentos. Viene álbum nuevo de JahMali.
Yes.
If you want listen, just let me know. Okay.
Yes,
so I wanna end the interview. Maybe if you can send a big message to Healthy Reggae, Marvin Selector from JahMali. Maybe if you can sing a little extra, I don't know if you can El Shaddai, El Shaddai, or I don't know. Way I open, whatever.
All right, we are open. Yes, we are open. We are open. Yes, we are. We are broken, yet we not broken. We are broken. Yes, we don't know. Hey, I am a Marvin Selector. This is JahMali saying, I am a keep it locked in a scene. Here is the battle, I am on right night. There's no life to see the youth side night. Afraid to revolution and ignite. That simply means the field come off with eyes. But education is the first foundation of survival and unification. Again, I'm not with guns and ammunition. Book your seat on the train to Zion. We are open. Yes, we are open. Marvin Selector, big up yourself, you know, see? JahMali says so. Thank you for having me, my brother. See?
Give thanks. Yes. What a great vibration.
Pleasure,
Thank you, JahMali.
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
I really appreciate your humbleness, your vibe. And I hope that all the things that you do in the future stay well, you know?
Excuse me. Thank you, sir. See him today, here, sir.
Thank you.
Bless.
This was a new healthy interview with JahMali. Whatever you need, if you want to promote in this area the album, come with me.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
We'll reach out. Thank you for having me. See, brother. Yeah, man. Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Aye.
All right. Healthy Culture Reggae Show. La cultura del reggae saludable.